Ladies and gentlemen, greetings. Welcome to the lore chapter where we present a brief recap of the lore and information around a blank subject. I'm your host Elzelrix, and today we dive in the lore of my second favorite fiction universe and hands down my favorite board game of all time, Magic the Gathering. Before we begin, let me just remind you that this is a huge universe. I could have an entire YouTube channel on Magic, so I had to choose a portion of the lore, and I choose to introduce you to the 10 guilds of Ravnica. What is Ravnica? Well, the Magic multiverse is composed of multiple parallel universe and reality that we call a plane. You can travel in between these planes by being a planeswalker. That is actually the role you play during an actual game of Magic. You are a planeswalker, casting spells and summoning creatures. Ravnica is my favorite planes. It is some kind of planet-side city. A city needs institution, that's where the guilds come handy. Every guild is composed of 2 colors of mana. Here's a brief summary of the mana colors. White mana, the selfless color, the one that will replace the need of the many before the need of the few. They will help as many as possible no matter what the cost. Green mana, the color of nature, of evolution, where you trust that nature will give you what you need. Also, they might be, in my opinion, the most far away color from evil in the Magic multiverse. Red mana, the most human color, the color of emotion, passion and fury, the color that is the closest to act by your own instinct rather than thinking logically. Blue mana, the color of reflection and curiosity. Blue mages always think before they act and always find a way to learn more. And finally, black mana, the color of self-accomplishment. Black mana users will stop at nothing to get what they want or need. No matter the cost, they will sacrifice what they have to sacrifice to achieve what they want. So now that we have a brief summary of the 5 colors, let's dive into the lore of the guilds, from my least favorite to my favorite. Number 1, the Selesnya Conclave. They are the green and white guild. They are described as peace-loving and selfless. Their role in Ravnica is to maintain some kind of peace and unity, a bit like ecologist social services. But make no mistake, they want peace. If you don't want peace, they will beat the crap out of you until you want peace too. Currently led by 3 Dryads, the guild was founded by Matt Selesnya. Number 2, the Boros Legion. The red and white guild is simple. It's an army. They vow law and order to their knees and are the perfect example of lawful neutralness on Ravnica. The Archangel Razia founded the guild, which is now led by Aurelia, another Archangel. Number 3, the Azorius Senate. The blue and white guild are the Senate and the government of Ravnica. They make the law and even have some kind of police service to be sure to punish those who ignore it. Even though they act like an inquisition, imprisoning youngsters for a graffiti on a wall, the Azorius Senate was founded by the Sphinx Azor and has been led for a while by the Veldakan Dovinban, which I hate. Honestly, I hate that guy. Number 4, the Golgari Swarm. The green and black guild is the embodiment of life and death. They believe that dying is part of a natural cycle and don't fight death. They are the largest Ravnica guilds thanks to their hive-like functionment. I've had trouble finding their role on the city, but it's implied that they live underneath it, always amassing power. The Parun Svoktir founded the guild, which has been led for a while by Vraska the Gorgon. Number 5, the Orzhov Syndicate. You better be afraid by the white and black guild. They are the financial and religious institution on Ravnica. The kind of social problems you can imagine when you mix money and religion are present on the city, I guess. Founded by Obzedat and led by Kaya for a while, the Orzhov are greedy and ruthless. if you owe them money, you better pay off or they will come for you. Even if you die, they will summon your ghost to be paid off in the afterlife. That's how heavy it is. Every Ravnica citizen knows to be afraid of this sentence. You've been summoned by the Orzhov Syndicate. Do you have a bit of goosebump? Because I do. Number 6, the Dimir House. The Black and Blue Guild are ferocious. They are a guild of thieves and assassins. For a while they were so sneaky, they were even thought to be nothing more than an urban legend among citizens of Ravnica. They were founded by the vampire Zadek, which is the main antagonist on the first Ravnica block a few years back, and are now led by one of my favorite characters in MTG history, the shapeshifter Lazav. Number 7, the Simic Combine. The Simics are the blue and green guild. They have to preserve the natural world while Ravnica is expanding. The blue part of the guild uses the green portion of their power as tool to go always a bit further. That's the bluest thing you can ever have. Always conducting experiment which results more or less ethical. The Guild of Biomancer is now led by their prime speaker Vanifar, after the unfortunate departure of Momir Vig and the prime speaker Zegana, of course. Number 8, the Gruul clan. The red and green has a simple philosophy. You eat first, you ask question after, then you eat again, just to be sure. They used to maintain the wildlife of Ravnica, but now they are basically anarchist ecologists, and society outcast, of course. They were founded by the unillustrated Sizazim and were led for a while by Borborigmos. And after him, well, we have this little brat of Dumri Raid. No, seriously, if you wanna laugh, go read the War the Spark novel. I've never seen someone dying like a little bitch Dumri level after that. Number 9, the Rakdos Cult. The Red and Black Guild is probably the most special. The Rakdos are entertainers on Ravnica, always putting up big shows and spectacular pieces of entertainment. Unfortunately, almost every show ends with the artists slaughtering their audience, of course, in the honor of their Perun, the demon Rakdos, Lord of Riot. Once again, one of my favorite characters in the game, and technically my first commander. Still today, the demon leads his apostle through a storm of entertainment and slaughtering, always claiming for more entertainment for himself. And finally, number 10, the last guild of Ravnica and my favorite, the Izzet League. The blue and red guild is my favorite by far. They are the civil engineers on the plane. The fusion of red and blue mana pushes their curiosity until it becomes a storm of creativity. They are known to be mad scientists who never miss an opportunity to learn or teach something, no matter the cost. They have been founded and led by my favorite character of the game this time, Niv Mizzet the Draco Genius, aka Niv Mizzet the Firemind, aka Niv Mizzet Parun, aka Niv Mizzet Reborn. Okay, there's a lot of Niv Mizzet. They seem to have been led by Ralzarek lately until Niv Mizzet came back stronger than ever as the new living guild back. And that's how you lead a guild. So that was the basic functionment of Ravnica. Once again, I apologize, there's a lot of characters I mentioned that never got illustrated as cards, so you could not have seen their cute faces. I personally think this super advanced magic city is a goddamn dystopia where even your social services have an army, right Selesnya? Oh, do you interpret the city, and which is your favorite guild? Tell me in the comments, subscribe and activate the bell, follow me on Instagram, link in the description. As always, thanks for watching.